Today I will show you how our PLC is looking. So this is the PLC machine we are using. Now we have like this 3 to 4 sets of machines in our lab. Now you can see that there is PLC inside Allen Bradley. We are having power, run, faulty, force. These are the there is a small there to show whether which power is there, or it is under running condition, or there is some fault. So this is by Micrologics 1400. So you can see Allen Bradley is the company which is having this, which type of model, Micrologics 1400. A DC in, relay out, AC power, analog. Now you can see various things in this analog and digital inputs are there. So you know analog, the analog output, analog input, like that of a potentiometer. Then here analog output is there. So here you have digital inputs. There are around 20 inputs. NO means normally open push button. NC is the normally closed push button, and no toggle. NO means normally open toggle switches. So you can toggle it like this. So next is the power supply and indicator. Whenever it is in working, it will show as indicator. The LED will glow, and external output you can see. Now we may require number of inputs in this case. The inputs may be depending upon the type of thing you are running here, that is the application. Now this is the PC. In this PC, what we are saying, licensed copy installed, server PC for PLC lab. So don't touch these PCs without permission. Now what happens, there is a RS-232 cable sort of thing. You can see RS-232 cable which is connected here. Now this is being connected to the this side. You can see this is the RS-232 cable. So this RS-232 cable is connected from this PLC to this. Now what is this RS-232 cable? What we are doing basically, we are loading the software in our computer, and from this computer we are burning that particular program into our PLC. Then PLC will be performing the program which we have actually programmed the computer, and it will be connected to the external part. I would like to show you one of the experiment. Now again you see the second setup, same thing. We have licensed copy software installed in this PC. Now this PC, we will be doing the program. Now again the same type of setup is there. So now what we will be having here, you see, this is our conveyor belt which is connected to the motor here. This motor, now how this will be working. This you can see there are number of inputs and outputs here. Number of inputs and outputs which will be connected in the digital input or output depending upon the requirement, which we will see in our lab manual. Now these are the various types of sensors which are there. One, you can see the sensor here, one sensor, two sensor, third sensor is there. It will sense what is there happening. Now you can also see here the circuitry. You can see from that circuitry, that is the power control, how much power is required, that power control is there depending upon the requirement of the machine. Suppose that is the requirement as per this machine. Now what we are going to do, now we are going to connect it, run the program, and then this particular thing is running. Now because of that, what is happening, sensors will be sensing and we will be getting the desired output. You can see the motor here, it is coupled here. Now it will be able to this is the conveyor belt. Now right now you can see it like this. So this is one of the example of how conveyor belts are working in the industry. You are already knowing, I have shown you the virtual industrial tour of Coca-Cola plant and bakery plant I have shown you. So that conveyor belt, how it is working, see, it is number of connected things. So this is one part, and there may be number of or multiple parts where each part will be doing their particular function. Now let us come to again the same PC is there, same Allen Hadley PLC that is there, then number of inputs, output, analog, digital input, output control is there. Now here in this case you can see how we are going to measure the control the temperature of this particular thing. Now you see this is our PLC where we are monitoring the temperature control. So if you are able to see, this is the hot what you say heater and this is the sensor. This is the supply plug which we are connecting. This is the sensor which we are having. Now what will happen? We will fill up the water. This is our tap from which we are filling the water. Now what will happen when we are filling the water? What will happen? After we turn on, it will get heated. Once it gets heated, then these are the we are already connected. Before this we are connecting the input and output systems, number of inputs required. So basically power supply is required for the sensors here. As you observed in this case, the power supply is given separately, that is to the sensors and to the heater. So here the power supply is given to the sensors with the help of the PLC, because PLC is sending the signal here. Now what will happen is that as the water will get heated, with the help of this sensor, it will be giving it will be observing, and we are able to monitor the temperature of the water.